Good morning, grade 10s. Come on in, give me some green check marks. Jess, it looks like you're running off your phone again, hey? Just so I know in case we do partner work. Okay, just in case, just to let me know. That's totally fine. Good morning. Give me those green check marks, you guys, just so I can see who is with me and who is not. Make sure you are in the live classroom and Blackboard, please. Perfect. Just running through my list really quick. So I see, I'm missing a few. Bryn is here. Perfect. And it looks like Dean's in the live, maybe still looking to get into Blackboard. That's what I'm thinking because I don't see him in Blackboard, but I see him in live. Perfect. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to get started today, all right, I just want to go over a few announcements and then we'll jump right back into where we left off from last day, all right? So, remember in the next couple of weeks here, you guys, in regards to the calendar, all right? So right now we're at the 7th, so we just have socials today, right? You guys have science tomorrow. There's a me to we meeting on Friday from 10 to 11. Please email me if you can make it. I've got the emails that you guys have sent me if you have. There's badminton that afternoon, so make sure if you sign up. Monday, you guys, long weekend. We don't have school. Okay, so be aware of that. And then you're going to come back to science socials on the 14th, and we will have class that morning. Okay, so Caitlin, Sean, even though we're doing something in the afternoon, we are still having social studies class that morning. Okay, then we do the library tour that afternoon. The next day is Experience OC. Okay, so remember that that is a full day. You need, yes, Luna, we really want you to come to Experience OC. Yeah, it only goes till about 2:30, okay? So it's from about 9 to 2:30. So I want to make sure that you guys experience this, all right? Make sure that you go to the link, Experience OC, to sign up for your sessions, all right? We need to make sure that we are on that. And then really that's all I wanted to say for the next upcoming week, you guys, for announcements. I do also want to make sure that you guys are checking your grades. Okay, I've looked at the first couple of assignments that you guys, yeah, I already know, Belle, that's good to go, yeah. No, Caitlin, we usually meet at the college, all right? So Caitlin, we usually meet at the college and we meet right at the main doors out by the bus loop. Okay, that's where we usually meet. Maybe I'll get Miss Wood or myself, I'll send out an email about that as well. Okay, good morning, Cassie. All right, so where was I? Oh, checking your grades. So please make sure you go check your grades, you guys, because I have not had the chance right now to download my little marking block into social studies. So you'll notice that my comments are a little bit different, okay? So if you didn't submit something for social studies, you'll notice it'll say, please message me in Moodle once this is complete. It's just a reminder to me because I don't have my marking block up and running yet in Moodle, which does remind me if someone hands in something late. Right now, I don't have that. So I need you to message me in Moodle when you submit something, okay? So you need to make sure you're checking your grades, all right? So Luna, if you don't know how to do that, super, super easy. And this is a good refresher for all of you guys, right? So all you do is you go into the top right-hand corner where your name is, and if you click down, you'll see grades. Okay, so if you click on that, it'll take you to your user report for social studies. And you'll see, I'll give you feedback on all of your assignments. So I think, Luna, because you joined the program late, don't even worry about it. I think I omitted you from the first two, so you're good to go. But just click on it just in case, just to keep practicing. And that gets you guys in a good habit to make sure that you guys are doing things, right? Or you should be checking your grades every single day, both science and social studies, right? And PE and everything, and foods, right? All right, so I'm just gonna clear this and I'm gonna head to, this is where I need to be. All right, let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I chose a bad color. I'm kind of blending in to my background. No, you're right, Jess. There was nothing to submit. So what we're doing is right away, we're starting right where we left off from last day. All right. So super easy. There was no homework last day. What we're going to do today is, like I said, we're going to start off. Remember, we did our 4 breakout rooms and we came up with our top 20 events that happened in Canada from 1960 to 1985, right? And we made our lists. Now what we need to do is in the main room, I'm going to bring up the screenshot, you guys, of the 4 lists. Okay. It's also in the assignment. If you can't, it's probably might be a little bit easier to read in the assignment than it might be on Blackboard. Okay. And then what we're going to do is, right, using our list of top 20 from the 4 rooms, we're going to just start with room 1. Okay. And we're going to go through it item by item or event by event. And if in the other rooms, if you have that event listed, I just want you to cross it off. So room 2, 3, and 4 can, if somebody remembers who they were in there, if I know, Caitlin, I think you were typing up room 3. I think Paige, you were doing room 2, and whoever was room 4. Okay. You guys are going to get, I'm going to give you guys white belt. Perfect. So the 3 of you guys are going to be in charge of your room to cross off the events. Okay. So I'm going to put give you guys whiteboard privilege. Okay. But just the 3 of you guys actually need that whiteboard privilege. Now, I need 2 seconds because I didn't have time, you guys, to actually screen capture the list here. So give me 2 seconds. Now you will also notice, just let me bring up Blackboard again. You will also notice, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. And I'll try to make this a little bit bigger. So it might be a little bit hard to read. Hopefully it's okay. But like I said, it's also in the assignment, okay? So what we're going to do, now that that is on the whiteboard, again, give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to get my stuff set up here. There we go. Yeah, so now let me just get out of here and let me bring up Blackboard. There we go, okay? So what you're going to do is you're in charge of your own list. Okay. So I think it was, and Hallie was in charge of room 1. So don't worry about room 1, you guys, because we're just going to use that list first. Okay. Then we'll move to room 2, so on and so forth. You'll see how it works. And we're going to whittle our way down until hopefully we can get close to 20 events in total. Okay. That's where we're going to go for. So let's try to do this as quick as possible. So the first one is Canada's 100th anniversary. So girls, if you have Canada's 100th anniversary, could you just cross it off your list? Now, room 3, Caitlin, I put your 19 and 20 at the bottom of room 2. Do you see that? Yeah, okay, that's your list. So you, like, I can see number 20 for you is Canada's 100th birthday. So you can cross that off. Perfect. Yeah. And if you don't have Canada's 100th birthday, right, or anniversary, sorry, then that's fine. You don't cross it off, right? Okay? All right. So I'm assuming that the other list, you guys didn't have that. The next one is 1987, World Expo in Montreal. Did you guys have World Expo in Montreal? in 1987. Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, the next one is the Terry Fox Run or the Marathon of Hope. Perfect. Don't we all, Caitlin? All right, the next one is the new Canadian flag. Okay, if you have the new Canadian flag. Okay. Number 5 was the Official Leagues Act, or the Official Languages Act. Sorry, the Official Languages. It's blurry, you guys. I'm doing the best I can. The Official Languages Act. If you've got that one, cross it off. Okay. The next one is Trudeau becomes Prime Minister. And by Trudeau, I mean Pierre, not Justin. Okay. The next one is the opening of the CN Tower. Belle, if you actually go into the assignment, you might be able to read it easier and then just kind of match it to here. Can you do that? All right. The next one is Canada and the Vietnam War. So if you've got Vietnam War, cross that off. Okay. Canada Act. If you've got Canada Act. Native Canadians get the right to vote. Cross that off. Oh, I just noticed too that room 1, you guys have the same thing twice. Interesting. Yes, Belle. Okay, Bill of Rights is approved. Canadian Bill of Rights is approved. If you've got that. Oh, you guys, don't touch the list. Okay, well, here, Caitlin, using your list, here, let's see, because I know you crossed out number 20. Does that look better? There we go. Does that look better, you guys? Okay. Okay. Awesome. Okay, where were we? Number 12, Quebec Reformation or referendum. So, Caitlin, that's okay. So you can actually go back and erase that, hey? So if you just click on your line and then delete it. Right? Super easy. What is it? The beaver becoming the symbol of Canada. Anybody else have that one? Okay, I'll do it. Is it this line right here? Oh, I see, it's all of them. Okay, just wait. I'm just gonna delete this. But you've got, there. Does that look better? Okay. Number or 13. Oh, is it this line? That line needs to be deleted? Oh, why won't it let me delete? Yeah, it won't let me delete it either, Caitlin, for some reason. Yeah. There. Okay, perfect. October crisis. Yeah, and we'll go through, Caitlin, we can't go through everything right now. Okay, so once you'll see, once we get into this, if it makes our top 20, you will find out what it is. Okay, I promise. Quebec's quiet revolution. Acid rain. The Canadian Bill of Rights is approved. Again, oh, I'm gonna see, give me 2 seconds here, you guys, because I'm gonna cross off this one, because we've already done that one. Okay, and then, I can't read this. Ottawa suspends civil rights. No worries, Angelina. That's okay. We're just doing some group work here. And then the last one is political kidnappings. Okay. So then what we do is now we go through group 2s. Okay, you guys, now I'm going to go through group 2s. And if you have any of the same ones, again, you cross them off. Okay, so Canada releases first satellite. Montreal hosts the Summer Olympics. The death penalty no longer exists. Okay. Aboriginal kids and something put in non-Aboriginal homes are taken from homes and put into non-Aboriginal homes. That's what it's supposed to say. No, no, Paige, don't cross them off. No. Thank you. No, don't cross them off. What's the next one? Something about changeover in crop planting canola oil. Greatest changeover ever to crop planting canola oil. Got it. Okay, if you've got that one, cross it off. Canada starts 5-year project to help wheat production in Kenya. If you've got that one, cross it off. O Canada adopted as national anthem. Canada's Medical Association concludes that smoking can cause lung cancer. Okay, Saskatchewan, first province to have medical insurance covering doctor bills. Trans-Canada Highway opens. And abortion laws are liberalized. All right. Now, I'm assuming Bell for room 4, are any of these being crossed off? Are you just making note of them? Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go through room 3. Okay, so if I can read room 3. New Canadian flag. Oh, see, that one should have been crossed off. Oh, that one should have been crossed off. Sorry. Yeah, it is. It's shifted. Okay, sorry, you guys. Thanks, Caitlin. Legislation changes the name of the annual Dominion Day holiday to Canada Day. Constitution comes home with a Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Oh, the breathalyzer. Is that one? Yeah, the breathalyzer, finally used as a something. Okay. Okay. Somebody won the Nobel Peace Prize in Chemistry. So if you've got that one, cross it off. Oh, Canada has its own constitution. That should be crossed off. Didn't we already talk about the creative? Yeah, they're shifting again. Okay, that's all right. 11, looks like the $1 coin. Yeah, the $1 coin, if somebody's got that. Something about the Canada's first hockey challenge. Oh, Canadian horse to win the Kentucky Derby. Of course that's in there, Caitlin. Canadians get social insurance cards. Oh, and I think the rest of them were crossed out for you guys. Okay. So now, Belle, did you guys have any left? Perfect. So there's the ones that are left. So if you guys have those, right, cross them off. Perfect. All right. Okay, awesome. Okay, perfect. Now, we have our list whittled down. I still believe that we have more than 20, right? But I want to take a break, okay? Because now we need to start thinking about the significance, okay? So I do eventually actually want to whittle it down to 10 is what we're going to do, okay? So we're going to take what we have and then we're going to whittle it down to actually 10 events, you guys. But before we do that, we really need to think about how do we determine the significance of an event? What makes one event more important or more significant than the other? All right. No, not necessarily, Belle. Not necessarily. No. We're just doing this. Remember, we're just working on our critical thinking skills. We're building our critical thinking skills, right? Okay. Now, here we go. I wanted to give you a little bit of a scenario to really showcase to you guys around what is historical significance and how do we kind of equate that. So really, this is how we can look at it, right? If an earthquake hit Kelowna, okay? Remember how in geography they measure an earthquake? It's called the Richter scale, right? Okay, everyone's been aware of what the Richter scale is, right? They've heard of it. It would register, so if an earthquake hit here in Kelowna, right, it would be registered on the Richter scale, okay? One is being that it was like really not even felt and having no real impact, right? Versus a 9 and a 10, that would be absolutely devastating. It probably would wipe out Kelowna. There would be huge environmental impacts, economic impacts. There would be enormous loss of life, right? So there's that scale. Yeah, really bye-bye Kelowna, okay? So how we look at the Richter scale can also be applied to historical events, kind of in the same way, okay? So really, a historical event that occurs that's a 1 would really have no impact, little to no impact, versus a 9 or a 10, which has that huge, enormous effect, all right? So we're gonna take an example. And this example I wanted to use this example, you guys, because you guys, a couple of you mentioned it in our first class where we were going through what topics kind of interest you. And the Great Depression came up in a multitude of your guys' statements. So I thought I would use it as an example, give you a little taste of what the Great Depression was all about and explain to you what it was, okay? Yeah, right? So you guys, Sean and Caitlin, you guys are probably more used to the whole Richter scale, earthquake, tsunami phenomenon, right? Absolutely. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to watch the video. It's in the assignment, you guys. It's just over 10 minutes long. So I think I'll give you guys about, I'm actually going to give you about 15 minutes because some of the stuff in the video can be a little overwhelming. And yes, sometimes you guys have a slow laptop. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of extra time. So I'm going to give you about 15 minutes to watch the video. Okay, now I'm trying to think. Yeah, okay, so any questions that kind of come up within the video, can you just make sure that you're kind of taking notes around your questions, something that you may not understand, something that you want to dig deeper into. Okay, so I want you to do that. Take 15 minutes, okay, to watch the video. And as you guys are doing that, I'm going to go back and make a new event list, okay, in Blackboard. All right, so you'll see typing happening on Blackboard, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. All right, okay, so 15 minutes. Go ahead, get started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, come on back. Give me a green check mark to make sure that we've got everybody back and that we watched the video. All right. Jessica, you made a great point earlier on. You were like, I'm surprised the Great Depression didn't make our list. But remember too, that our list was confined to a certain specific time period, right? Remember, we were from 1960 to 1985. Okay, so it could have been different had we gone back further. Okay. It was. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Awesome. Thanks, Miss Wood. Yeah, isn't it interesting, you guys, that really to end the Great Depression, we needed World War II, right? That's what got the world back on its feet again economically, was World War II. So, come on back. So hopefully, Angelina, you're there. Belle, Dean, give me those green check marks. Okay. Maddie, if you don't know how, I don't know. Maddie, are you in the live classroom as well? I hope you are. I'm just looking. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So Maddie, if you don't know how to give yourself a green check mark, up at the top where you see your name, in the participant box, you'll see 4 little icons, and there's one that has a little check mark. If you click on that, awesome. See, you found it. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're going to do now, because I found that that video was the least academic that I could find around the Great Depression. Okay. The Great Depression is a huge topic. We could do a whole course on the Great Depression, right? But I just wanted to give you a quick little overview and really use it as an example of why was it a historical event? Like, why was it so significant? Okay? So here's the next thing that I want to do, because I feel like you might have some questions still around the Great Depression. Right? And I need you to understand it enough to evaluate its historical significance. Okay? So here's what we're going to do, a quick little activity that hopefully will help you. Okay? So here we go. I'm just going to clear the, okay. So here we go. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do the squid. Okay, this is a strategy that I like to use, and this is a new one for you guys. You guys haven't used this strategy yet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the whiteboard. You guys already all have permission to use the whiteboard, right? I'm going to put the topic, the Great Depression, on like the left-hand side. Okay, then what I want you guys to do, and I'm going to give you, and that's okay, Jess, maybe what you can do, Jess, is if you do have questions, why don't, Jessica, you type them into the main room and I can add them to the whiteboard for you. All right, if you do have any questions. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to use we have to use a color code though, because there's questions and then there's answers, and that's how it branches off to start looking like a squid. Okay? So the questions I want you to put in blue. Okay? So when you're doing your font, change the font color to blue for questions. And you have to add in lines, right, you guys, so that you can start seeing the connections. And then if you think you have an answer to the question, you need to type it up in pink, okay? Now, this is the thing. When you answer something, and feel free, you can go and Google it, you can give, whatever. But if you go and Google something to help answer someone's question, please don't just copy and paste the text in. Put it into your own words, right? That's the point of learning. We want to truly be able to understand what we're reading. All right? So give me 2 seconds because I want to make sure I need to put a new page up, because as you guys can see, I typed in already so we ended up with 36 events in total. So we're going to come back to that. All right. So here's our new page, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, that is correct, Caitlin. Yeah. So when you type in a question, you're going to do it blue. And when you're going to do an answer, you're going to do it pink. Okay? So, oh, why did I do that? I should have left this the way it was so that I can actually show you guys. All right. So we're going to put, I'm just going to start over here, you guys. And we're going to type in the Great Depression, right? And I'm going to make sure I want to make this at least an 18 so that we can read it, right? Okay. And then what you're going to do now is if you have questions that you jotted down from the video, right? You need to draw a line, and it doesn't have to look perfectly like a squid, right, you guys? Let's just get that clear. Make sure we can all read the answers and questions. So you're going to change the font color to blue. And then if you read somebody's question and you're like, I've got an answer to that, then you're going to draw a line from that question, answer it, and then change the font to pink. Okay, so we can see the progression of our learning. All right? So I'm going to start 10 minutes. And we'll see how we go from there. We might need longer. We might need less. We'll see. Maybe we have no questions. I don't know. So I just want to see where you guys are at with your learning. So like I said, Jessica too, if you have any questions, please type them in and I can put them up for you. All right. So go ahead, get started, you guys. 10 minutes. Okay, good. Oh, and Jess, sorry, I had my thing closed. Oh, you had some good questions. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to actually bring up, you guys, our squid that we created. And I think some questions went unanswered, and that's totally fine because you guys asked some really big questions. You're right. Looks nothing like a squid whatsoever, but that's okay. You guys made some great connections and stuff as well, right? Now, if you want to learn more about the Great Depression and you want to get a little bit more information, I'll put up another video, you guys, in there. And it was one I was thinking of showing, but the guy who puts on this series, he's a college professor, and he puts on, it's called Crash Course, and he puts on a series of YouTube. He has a YouTube channel, and he puts on a multitude of videos around history. He does focus on US history. Yeah, right? So I was gonna put that video in, but it was just a little bit too academic. When I was watching it, I was like, ooh, they're gonna need to know the background to that, and they're gonna need to know the background of that. And the other thing is he talks super, super fast. So I wanted to make sure that you guys had like a lower version because I didn't know where you guys were coming at with your knowledge, right? So I will put that video in as well so that you guys can get a little bit more, right? We love that show, Belle, in our house. All right, so that is just an overview. Now, we did not go into huge detail around the Great Depression, and that's not my main concern, right? Why we're doing this is because of the following. Do you think that we could classify the Great Depression as a historically significant event? Now, before you answer that, here's what you need. Here's the criteria that we use as historical thinkers or as historians to really classify our historical events, okay? Number one, the consequences, okay? What effect did the event have subsequently? So after it finished, after the event ended, what effect did it have, okay? Was there a magnitude of impact? How deeply felt or profound was its impact? Not only at the time, but also the duration of that impact. How long lasting were its effects? And then that scope of impact. How widespread? You betcha. The Great Depression started in the US, right, you guys? It started in the yes, thank you, Mr. Russ. I'm like trying to think of my directions, right? And it slowly spread out, right? So in the Midwest, it started and it slowly spread out. And eventually it actually did come up into Canada as well, some of those effects, right? You guys mentioned that, the Dust Bowl and stuff. Now, the second criteria is that revealing of the period. Does it inform our understanding of the historical issue or time period? Okay? So that's the criteria that we use. That's what we need to think about when we're looking at an event and deciding whether it's really historically significant or not. So now my question comes back to, okay, could we classify the Great Depression as a historically significant event? Okay. How does it, right? You're all correct. The answer is yes, obviously, right? Because it hits all of these things, right? You guys, with the consequences. Did it have a magnitude of impact? Absolutely, right? Hundreds of thousands of people were deeply, profoundly affected by the Great Depression, right? And not just the farmers, not just the poorer society, right? Bankers were affected, right? When that stock market crashed, Investors were affected. Bankers were affected. From rich to poor. Yes, right? Millions of people died because of the long-lasting, that scope of the impact. Right, Dean? Okay. Huge impact. There was long-lasting consequences because not only did it affect us economically, it also affected us socially, where people were actually dying from hunger, right? That sort of thing. And did it inform our understanding of the historical issue or that time period? Absolutely, right? We were going from this super high. It really has, the Great Depression is that whole time period from the 20s, right? We call it the Roaring 20s. It was a super high. We were at that peak of our industrial revolution. The car industry was booming. Manufacturing was booming, right? And in society, right, there was even that cultural boom, right? Women's rights started to come out, right? All of that. And then the Great Depression hits. So really that the 20s, the 30s, and then even back when World War II hits in the early 40s, right? We see that economic boom and bust cycle starting to happen, right? So it really does see, and again, we saw it huge in the States in 2008, right? With another crash in the market. And this time it really affected the housing market, okay? So on and so forth. Because of the banks lending out money, we see this whole thing. So it's really a cyclical thing in our world. So it absolutely informs us of that time period. We can start using it as a predictor in our economy, right? Good. So yes. So that was just to give you a sample, you guys, okay, of how do we classify it as a historically significant event. Now what I want to do is go back, because now we've whittled down our list now. Not only do we have, we went down from 80 events, now we're down to 36. So I'm just going to go back. Give me 2 seconds, you guys. Here we go. And let me bring this up. Here's our 36 events. All right, that we have now come up with. Now we need to go back and we need to really think about the historical significance of this list, okay, using that criteria. So this is what you're going to do, okay, and we need to do this in a very we need to do this in a way that is nice and neat. All right, you guys, because I want to do the voting thing again. But because we have 20, I want to get it down to 20, okay? I want to give each of you guys 20 votes, okay? You now need to take a list of this 36 and put a dot beside your 20. You don't get to put 2 dots beside one event. Okay, 1 dot per event. Now make sure that you are not putting a dot on top of somebody else's dot, right? We want to see where the trends are and can we whittle it down to 20 events that you guys think are the most significant. Okay, that's our goal, is to get it down to 20. You get 20 dots, okay, Cassie? 20 dots each. What for you is your top 20 out of this list? Okay, you guys still have whiteboard privilege. I'm going to give you actually 15 minutes to do this because you have to really look at this list. Okay? Where do you want to put your 20 votes? Okay? Make sure that you're putting, and I don't care what, you can do different colors. That's totally fine too. I don't care. But make sure that we're very, very clear on where our dots are going because I want to be able to see what are the most popular ones. Okay? So 15 minutes, vote on your top 20. Go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like everyone has finished voting. Belle, I don't know if you got my message there. Do you want to do me a favor and can you start tallying up and then just typing beside each event how many votes you've got that we've got here so that we can see where they're at? If you could do that while perfect. Thank you. All right. So now what we're going to do is once Belle gets our top 20, okay, then what we'll do is, I think, you guys hear that in the background? Mr. Ross is so important. He just got a phone call. All right, so I think what we'll do is I might leave it at the top 20. Just give you guys a bit more choice. And I think we've got enough students that this might actually work out perfectly because then everyone will be responsible for one event. Ooh, I like this. I like where this is going. So we're actually going to leave it at the top 20. Okay? So as Belle is tallying, okay? Caitlin, you don't get to choose. All right. This is what we're going to do. So Belle, just as you are tallying, okay, can everyone else, and Belle, just keep your ears open as you tally, okay? What we're going to do, now, I missed, oh, right. What I was like, I just missed a step. I was going to then assign each of you guys one of the top 20 events, and you're going to dig deeper into that event. Okay. So once we've got our top 20, okay, that's what we're going to do. Then I'm going to assign you which event you get. Then what you're going to do is I have a worksheet to help guide your research on that specific event. All right. Now, this is what the sheet looks like. It's in the assignment, okay? So you're going to type at the very top what event, right? You've been given a quick little description of that event, all right? And then we're breaking it down into the different aspects of historical significance, okay? So the prominence at the time, right? Lasting effects, all of those different things. Now, tips for researching your event, okay? Obviously, your notes should only include relevant and accurate information. All right. So you really have to look at it through the lens of looking at it through historical significance. Okay. Make sure that your notes do contain all the important facts, though. That is important. And make sure that they're stated in your own words. This needs to be in student speak. If you can't understand it, then your classmates won't either. Okay. That's huge. Now, what we're going, and you need to make sure that those notes are detailed enough. So you can see that in each box, I've given you lots and lots of room to take notes, right? Then what you'll notice is on the very right-hand side of that worksheet, there's a scale from 4 to 1. This is like your little Richter scale of significance, okay? So using that specific criteria, okay? So was it prominent at the time? Rate it from 1 to 4 or from 4 to 1. Okay. And then that way you're going to see how significant really was this event. Okay. Then, oh, that's it. That's where we're going to stop today. That's where we're going to stop. Okay. So once Belle, maybe Bryn, can you do me a favor? Can you start working from the bottom up of that list just to help Belle out? Perfect. Thank you. Just so we can start seeing those numbers. And it's way easier for me to get you guys to do my work than for me to do it. Really. All right. So, no pressure, Bryn and Belle. Caitlin needs to know. All right, good. So we'll just wait until the ladies are finished up tallying here. And then we'll wait until we've got it, and we'll hopefully be able to whittle it down to 20 events, you guys. And then I can give you guys your event, and then you can start doing your research. Okay? The bribing has already started. Oh my goodness, you people. Christiana. It's got to make the cut first. That's the big thing. So you do kind of care, Paige. All right. I'm just going to bring up Blackboard because it looks like we're getting close. Oh, you guys. Paige, I'm not getting involved. Oh, Caitlin T might stir up a little bit of... We might have to play some virtual rock, paper, scissors, I think, for some of these. Okay, we're done. Awesome. Thank you, ladies, very much. Okay, so let's take a look at this. You guys can help me out. All right. So it looks like we've got some of these numbers. I can't read those, ladies. You might have to go back and kind of make sure the numbers are readable. Okay. Okay, so it looks like Canada's 100th birthday has got 10. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to go back to this side, you guys, because I think it might be easier for me just to create yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw some rectangles around. Okay, so we've got, where's the highest number? The 13, I see 13 kind of being the highest so far. Okay, so for sure, we've got this one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Does that look about right, you guys? Do you think I didn't miss anyone that's blaring? Okay. I think it looks good. Okay, so now what we need to do is I need to, just for my own sake, to keep organized, you guys, everybody, maybe we need a little break. I need to go back, create another Word document, okay, so that I have now our 20, and then that way I can keep track of who wants which, okay? So, oh, just wait, the Official Languages Act had 8, Belle? Okay, so I need to get rid of one of the 7s. Okay, so give me a second because number 5. So I'm assuming it was that one. Okay, so number 7. How many 7s do I have? Maybe I'll get rid of the Canada and the Vietnam War. Are you guys okay with that one? Or CN Tower? 33, which one's? The Social Security? CN Tower. Which one's the CN Tower, you guys? Which one? What number? 7. Okay. Okay. CN Tower, gone. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I think we're still got a 20. So can we take, please, just a 10-minute break? You guys can go grab a snack, do whatever you need to do, just so I can get another word list up and going for you guys, so that we can figure out who now is going to do which one. Okay, awesome. Okay, let's take a 10-minute break, you guys. See you in 10. All right, ladies and gentlemen, come on back. Give me a green check mark, please, once you are back into Blackboard, and just so I can see and make sure that everybody is back. You can see that I've put the new list up. So here's our top 20. All right, good. Angelina, are you there? Belle? Cassie's away. Okay, good. Awesome. Perfect. Thanks, you guys. Now, here we go. This is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to do. I actually do want to give you some choice here, because that's the point of this, right? This is giving you guys the chance to dig deeper into something that you really are interested in, right? So I want to make sure that I'm honoring that. Now, those have been trying to bribe me with October Crisis. As I made my list, this is a pretty good one, right? Caitlin P. What made the list is actually two things that I don't, and I think we did pick up on it somewhere, but I saw it and then it went away from my mind. October Crisis and political kidnappings are tied together. So, who was it that wanted the October Crisis? I know it was Caitlin P, but there's another one. There's somebody else. Who else wanted the October Crisis? Or was it just Caitlin? No, Christiana I think she wanted something different. Okay, it was Angelina. Awesome. Okay, so this is what you get. You both get to do it, because one's going to choose October Crisis and one's going to choose political kidnappings. Okay? Now, here's what we're going to do. I want you each to, on the whiteboard, type which one you would like to do. Okay, so put your name beside the one that you would like to research more in depth. Okay, now if I get two names put up, then we're gonna have a debate, right? So just be aware of that. So this is like your first choice. I want to know if your first choice. So I can see, like, Emily, yes, I know that you want. Cassie, are you going beside Vietnam War? Is that where you're? Don't move the picture, you guys. Good. Okay. Okay, good. Yep. Okay, that's what I need to know. But no, you don't have to. So put it beside Emily if that is your first choice. Or if you're going to change your name or change your vote. Good. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this. And once you've put your name up once, okay, give me a green check mark, just so I know whose name is not up there yet. All right. So still waiting for a few. Angelina, I know your name's up there. Give me a green check mark. Whose name isn't up there? Oh, Jess. Yeah, you can totally change your mind. Absolutely, Cassandra. Move your name. Yep. Jessica, I know you can't. You want number 13. Okay, good. Awesome. I will put your name up. So this is Jessica. Right, Jessica, is that right? Okay, perfect. Oops, sorry you guys, I accidentally cleared the poll. Can you put a green check mark if you have already put your name up? Awesome. So who am I missing? Kaylin, I know your name's up there, or was up there. Jocelyn, your name's up there. Give me a green check mark. Maddie, have you signed up for something yet? Sean? Perfect. Okay, and if your name doesn't get up there, then you're just going to get stuck with what's left. Okay, so it looks like we have a couple of people who are going to have a little bit of a fight on their hands here. All right, so Bryn and Hallie, Caitlin T and Christiana, Paige and Kaylin. Okay, so there's 3 groups. Ooh, very slight. Oh, where's Slade and Caitlin? Why do I not see their names? Why do I not see Slade and Caitlin? You guys, what number are you guys on? Number 8. Oh, because I only see Caitlin's name there? Oh. Paige. Okay, I see. Okay, there we go. Oh, so I had 3 people interested in that one. Okay. There, that's easier. Okay. Those of you that have double names, right? Please remember, right? Have a backup plan. Okay? So this is what I wanted to do really quick. I want to find out no, that won't work. All right. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to play our own version of rock, paper, scissors. Okay? So, in a private chat, okay? In a private chat with the partner that you're paired up with, okay? What you're going to do, and we'll do best out of 3 to make it fair. No, Dean, I'll broadcast it, because the only way it'll work is it's easier just if it's in a private chat, because then everybody can do it at the same time. All right. All right. So here we go. So in the private chat, what you're going to do, Cassie, you just up me. Yes, you guys just one up me, because I was thinking, you guys would I would go 1, 2, 3. You guys would type it in, but not hit return, right? And then you'd go click, and then your answers would pop up, right? Oh, but I like this one better, because then it's more suspenseful. Okay, we have to do it one group at a time then, though, if you're going to do it with me. Okay, so we'll start with Bryn and Hallie. Okay, so Bryn and Hallie, rock, paper, scissors, and you're going to send your answer to me. You're going to private chat your answer to me. Okay? All right. Just wait. I want to make sure. Okay, good. Hallie, you're there. Okay, good. Okay. Are you guys ready? And make sure you do it to Shannon, the Shannon name. Right? Don't do it to Miss Ward. Do it to 3. Okay, ready? Bryn and Hallie, you're starting. Best out of 3. On your mark, get set, message me. Ooh, tie. Ready? On your mark, get set, Message me. Hallie, message me. Oh my goodness, another tie. Okay, I'll say that, Caitlin. Awesome. Okay, ready? Both, we're still on Bryn and Hallie. You guys, we might just do whoever wins the first one. All right? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, Hallie's up 1. No, I'm lying. I'm totally lying. Bryn's up 1. Sorry, you guys. Psych. Bryn is up 1. Okay, ready? Still the same. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Tie. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ooh, Hallie, nice work. Okay, this is it. This is the real one. You each got 1. This is the tiebreaker right now. All right, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Bryn's the winner. Dude, I don't have a boxing match. Bryn's the winner. All right, so Hallie, you now need to move your name somewhere else where there's no one's name. Okay, you don't get to play rock, paper, scissors again. Okay, so on the whiteboard, Hallie, just move your name. Okay, who's next? Caitlin T and Christiana. Okay, so same thing. You guys are going to private message me. Okay, just wait. All right. Okay, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Tie. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Caitlin T, up 1. All right. Here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, Caitlin T, just 1. So, Christiana, move your name to somewhere else that does not have another name. All right. And then who is next? All right, Caitlin P and Slade. All right. Hold on, I'm not ready. Whew, you guys are making me nervous. Okay, are you ready? Caitlin P and Slade? All right. What do you mean Slade left? He did not. Did he really? Did Slade actually leave? He did. Default. No, default. Okay, if he gets in by the end of class, we'll do it again. But as of right now, Caitlin P, you're in. Okay. Oh, Kaylin, you're so nice. All right. So Kaylin's defaulting. Awesome. Sorry, Christiana. Had to make it fair. Oh, Paige. All right. Okay, here we go. So I think then that everyone, so Kaylin, once you move your name, we'll be good. Okay. You know what, Caitlin P, we'll just call it right now. I'll move Slade. All right, so stop moving the picture, you guys. Christiana's trying to move her name here. Christiana, what are you trying to go to? So there's the beaver becomes Canadian symbol. Oh, Canada adopted as national anthem. Free trade. I just need to have a set list, you guys. Awesome. Okay, so Christiana, you're going to go with the beaver becomes Canadian symbol. Okay, so now some of them, ladies and gentlemen, okay, are not covered. Okay, so that's totally fine. Kaylin, yeah, thank you. Yeah, just delete that, your name there. That would be awesome, just so I can see. Perfect. So now some of them are not on there, and that's okay, because remember, oh, and I'll give, awesome, thank you. Maddie, I will, if you didn't want to do this, I'm going to give you one as well, okay? So, so ladies and gentlemen, when you, and I'll take note of this, okay? Now what we have to do is just remind ourselves what you're actually going to do, right? So Maddie, if you are there, do you want to just even send me, the rest of the list is there. If you want to send me a message into which one you would like to do, feel free. Oh, and Luna, is your name up there, Luna? Yeah, okay, good. Oh, you were just not one of my, awesome. Okay, good. You just weren't one of my crazy rock, paper, scissors. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we're going to come back to this. So remember, now that you have your event, right? So now that you have your event, this is what you're doing, right? Go download that worksheet, considering the significance, okay? And then, okay, perfect, Maddie. I'll just assign you 1K in a second here. And then use that worksheet. All right, you guys, make sure you're focusing on the criteria around historical significance, right? And I've laid that out in those 5 sections, okay? Contain important facts, state it in your own words, okay? Notes should be relevant and accurate. So you can either type this out, I believe I gave it to you as a Word doc, you guys, or you can print it out and handwrite, okay? Now, great question, Emily, when is this due? I need this done by next class. Okay? Absolutely, Belle. I will put the list with the names in the assignment. Yeah. No, please do it on the worksheet. Okay, Dean, please do this on the worksheet. Okay? If you run out of room, though, feel free to type it up in another Word doc, or you know what I mean, but please use this worksheet. All right, because everyone's notes to kind of be very similar standard format. All right, so this is needing to be done by next class. So next time I see you guys is not for a while, I feel like. When's the next time I see you guys? Today's the 8th, so I'm not, oh my goodness, or the 7th. You have science, meet a week, and because of Monday, it's family day, I don't see you guys again for like a whole nother week. What? That's crazy talk, okay? So, yeah, you have a whole week to finish this off, all right? So, before you guys leave, we need to do a reflection, okay? I know, we all want to go with Angelina, right? Okay, in the room chat, okay? Now, in the room chat, I want you to type in your word of the day. Now, your word of the day needs to represent your learning journey that you took today, okay? Because I knew you guys were all going to go to rock, paper, scissors. Okay? I need you to put in your word of the day and then explain why you chose that word, please. Okay, so think back to what we looked at. We looked at the Great Depression, we looked at the squid, right? We did looking at historical significance, all of those things. So please make sure that you guys put in your word of the day, explain why you chose it. Can we just put it into the room, Emily? That would be really great. So much easier. And then that way everyone can see what each other was thinking as well. I like that. Perfect, right? Just like what Sean did, you guys. All right, and then I'll make sure and then I'll make sure that I get the list, ladies and gentlemen, into the assignment as well. Okay, absolutely. And then, oh, and Maddie, I don't know, Maddie, which one do you want? Is something speaking to you that's left, like the national anthem or free trade? What are you thinking, Maddie? The free trade one? Awesome. Perfect. I will put your name in there. Yes, awesome. Thank you, Jocelyn. Once you guys are done, okay, once you've given me your word of the day and why, then you may leave. Fantastic class today, you guys. Thank you. Make sure you get this done by next week. All right. Bye, guys.